Hey everyone, I'm making a cake for my daughter's birthday. We're celebrating tomorrow, and actually tomorrow is her birthday. And the cake that I'm making for her is it's actually called a chocolate harvest cake. And the reason that is because it's actually a cake meant to be made in the fall. It's a chocolate cake with a pumpkin cream filling. However, I'm doing a different filling this time. She wants a peanut butter cream filling. So that's what I'm going to be making. So I'm going to be making the cake. And we're going to start with, you combine all of these first few ingredients together. It's a cup of buttermilk, 2/3 of a cup of oil, and a cup of water, which I need to get. Water. And then in goes 2 cups of sugar. Here is the first cup. And I will measure out the second cup of sugar. So that's 2 cups of sugar. And then in go 2 eggs. I use large eggs. And you crack 2 of them in there. Here goes 1. And 2 eggs, and then you add a teaspoon of baking soda, and that gets added in there, and then a 1/2 teaspoon, and you combine all of those together, and you whisk until they're combined. Really a very easy cake to make, the actual cake. You don't need a mixer. You mix until that's all well combined. And then I'm going to take my handy dandy sifter. I'm going to put in 2 cups of flour. There's 1 cup of flour. It goes right in the sifter, and the nice thing about this sifter is it sits right on top of flour. And then the next thing is going to be 3/4 of a cup of cocoa. And I'm using the Hershey's Special Dark Cocoa. So you just kind of sift it, shake it in. I just sift it over the bowl, and you can pretty much put all of it in at one time. It's not a big deal. But it's best to sift it because your cocoa especially, but your flour often has lumps, and the cocoa especially. There's a lot of lumps in here, but you just press out those lumps and press the lumps through. That way you make sure that you don't have any lumps in your cake mix. Okay, so that is sifted. I'm going to wash my hand off a little bit. Okay. Then you whisk your dry ingredients into the liquid ingredients until it is nice and combined. And before I started mixing everything and getting my ingredients together, I had sprayed 2 9-inch cake pans with my favorite ham for baking, which has flour in it. And it is a nice dark, let me pull the camera over here, you can see the cake mix. It's a very dark mixture. Okay, so after you have mixed up your cake mix, you're going to pour your cake mix evenly into 2 greased and floured 9-inch cake pans. And you want to try to get it as even as absolutely possible. So if you are a bowl licker like I am, you leave yourself a little bit in there to taste, because it's yummy. Then you're going to put your cake mix into a 350-degree oven, and you're going to bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until your center kind of springs back when you touch it. So I'm going to go put this in my 350-degree oven. And you set your timer for about 30 to 35 minutes. And you clean up your mess and wait for your cake to be finished. Okay, when your cake is ready, you take it out of the oven, and here are the two beautiful cake layers, and you're going to place them on a cooling rack and allow to cool in the pans for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to remove them from the pans and allow them to cool completely.